Welcome to another part of Row Scale Sandbox, but last time it was going to be almost 15 minutes that I just recorded this thing. So looks like I'm just going to be manually that we're doing for the mountain island. Last time we did this for this time as we loaded out for some mountain island, which is it calls for a railway system like these ones as unfortunately, I just might able to spawn some railway trains as well. So even though this should be gonna be taking for a such as over 60 seconds, or even it's gonna be almost under 2 minutes as well. So even though, so looks like some kinds of cars are just driving like somewhere inside of an unreliable town is Ohio up here is some kind of a coal, dirt, cobblestone, sand. Looks like that is should be gonna be a first job that should be starting with this out for some kind of rails as well. This is the loadout section that we're doing for some start of jobs as well. And so we're gonna be doing for some coals as well. So let's do whatever it is. So if I just spawn one railway train at a time, so I'm gonna be spawning out for some kind of not so railway train as well. So it's just gonna be spawning some like things such as modern, like I say. So let's do for some more trains as we're gonna be spawning out for a railway modernization. Let's do something for electric trains as the UK version, some kind of Russian reference, or even some unreliable region as well. So there's some kind of probably that should be gonna be only for our special stage. We're gonna be opening with this out special engines, and I don't want to do for narrow gauges. So I'm just gonna be using steam, but steam affects everyone. But diesel engines look pretty standard, and looks like if I just gonna be spawning like else, more like I'm gonna be spawning the BNSF and it's not gonna be unreliable stuff. Let's just spawn for a BH reference. No, we're gonna be using for Metra because this some kind of an F40PH. I don't want to really think so that we're gonna be spawning like a CSX as we're doing for a lot of these things as well. And anyways, some kind of a Russian trains like it's more be like this is some kind of very hard for me and it's gotta be so hard for me for do like this. So it's very hard and I cannot even think about it for some kind of steam engines. So I'm just gonna be reducing extreme amount of steam. But looks like we need something kind of electric engines. But I don't know why. This is so hard for me and I cannot even why that we're gonna be spawning somewhere in the railway engine. So even like I say, in the modern era, like or something like else. So we're not doing some kind of passenger trains as we're doing for some kind of freight stuff over here. Now, even I tell you that we're gonna be scrolling down for just a little bit. Let's see that we're able to spawn for a railway engine. I don't think it's absolutely kind of just a little bit possible. But using some kind of the WF1 as well. So it's something kind of WFR, which is I'm gonna be spawning around here or over here as well. So this is some kind of an unreliable staff. As you can see, the engine sound that sounds not pretty either. So looks like let's spawn the RLMP15. So I'm gonna be pressing R to rotate the engine as I'm doing for just a little bit right now, and it couples itself for and turns into a double headliner. So this is absolutely, it looks like for the double head, and absolutely gonna be doing for a double headed train. So as well as you can spawn for the steam engine, but we cannot able to do what is going on out here. So I have to delete all trains. As you can see right here, and we're gonna be doing this for next time as well. Now I'm just spawning for the GP60M and RFLMP15 as well. So let's clear out the wipe the base. So let's wipe the base for shall we? As we cannot do this for literally for the last data for ping. Last data ping was absolutely going to be taking for a very hard for save checker system. So The save system checker sounds like it's gonna be an idle. Current save data, final save data, an item amount, and looks like some kind of just a little bit for a final save. It looks like I just didn't save the trains as well. So anyways, we move on to our next things as well, as we're gonna be spawning at this out. After we're gonna be end of this video, looks like we're gonna be doing for some more and some more again, as I don't really need to start. That was absolutely kind of just very hard for me, because like I say, we won't absolutely gonna be doing as well. So, and when the base has been cleared this out, as we're gonna be doing for some more. So let's load with the Chelmsford and Saint Salawat Light Railway. Let's load it out for our very first time. Looks like this is some kind of a trial system. It's pretty much longer that we should head this out. There is be a little station out here, because of these railway things are just wasn't absolutely fun as well. So as you can never gonna be seen like this one, as we come into a railway station. The trial of railway station is big enough, and because of these some kind of sandbox as well, and looks like the trail has going into other some kinds of these ones, and you're not living in BHL anymore. And because of this one, and where's the tunnel? We never guessed that this some kind of trial can lead us to some kind of under dimension as well. So let's wipe the base out and wipe into nothing as well. And one more thing is the steaming British mountains as well. So as you can see, even removing for the textures as well, so it does not imply that we're going to be removing everything as well. So, and once this thing is going to be removed, and it's going to be doing for us, it's going to be very long time. And absolutely, we're going to be load for one more. The steaming British mountains. We're loading this in. And let's see, we're going to be doing this out. As we're full time of railway system, such as the British railways as well. I'm going to be spawning somewhere for a British railways, trains as well. Or even though, this is some kind of a terrible mistake as well. So, here are the stations. We got one in the right and one in the left. Looks like we got somewhere other stations we find there. And there must be a railroad crossing over here. At least there was some kind of a deadliest mistake everything. But not since there's some kind of a deadly swamp things as well. Like an abandoned train. As we're never gonna be moving this out because of causing this derailments as well. So if I just gotta head out, and which is to head up over here, which is can lead us on to over here as well. So another thing is gonna be over here for the one last, and that is the other station as well. If you just gonna be going for train ride ever since, that must be a turnaround loop, and that should be head down here and here. Looks like this is absolutely the rail lines has worked. And even you go up here, that should lead to derailments, and absolutely we're going to be taking around inside of some kind of this one as well. So after we slept inside of the railway, things like this one, as we're heading uphill into this one, this should be leads up to something kind of one of a kind like this one. So as you can see, the railway tracks is going up here and into there inside of this one, and it should lead up here, and that must be the turnaround loop or something, because I can't see, but it's literally looks like the turnaround loop. And as you can see by recording into the shadow, this must be the turnaround loop or something like else. So even you just going into the, if you just right back and going to right here, this shall go up here, and there is one missing railroad one over here. And despite this seeing this, as we're heading towards into the turnaround loop, as we cannot able to see like this. That is the derailment part over here, because sometimes it was absolutely missing because due to some kind of situation to get up here in the generator. And where's the other kind of piece of railway? It was absolutely missing. And despite seeing like this, was gotta be very terrible. That was absolutely, that I never saw this inside of a railway system. That was gonna be very disappointing. Like I say, to get up here. Unfortunately, some kind of these ones are just not connected to them. And it was absolutely kind of just ruined. That caused the trains derailed, as we never came too fast as well. So it does not seem to be possible to do like this. I saw that there's some kind of a dangerous situation what is going on in the steaming British mountains. In steaming British mountains, that I saw some kind of a one problem. This went over here. If that train is gonna be went over here while going on a journey, that causes derailment. So, anyways, this is gotta be the end of this video. Nearby the warehouse over here, in electrical systems is gonna be going up here, because we never see, and that was kind of an awkward situation as well. So that is it for this some kind of one video or something. It is some kind of a terrible mistake or whatever. This is the end of this video, and we will wipe the base out into nothing as well. So if you enjoy for some kind of video, but I solved with this problem right there, and because no one ever is absolutely going to be fixing like this one. And absolutely, that's the end of this video. So if you'd like for some kind of a railroad or railway videos, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. Thanks for watching, and which will be Chipper Concept signing off. And I cannot able to do something kind of pose like this one. So I'll be talking to you guys all later, and I'll checking this out for some more railroads or railway.